You're a pop star, you're not like this. Look at you now, you're on songs doing Today is gonna be the day that I'm going for it back to you. So yeah.
Oh, my chest. I can't breathe. I can't breathe. Oh, shit. Oh, shit. My chest is going.
Mercy back here again with another video. Now, I guess now we see where that interview came from. No, yesterday I showed you the video when it was recorded on the phone, but now I see where it came from. It came from the chip tube. Okay, some of you are thinking, oh my gosh, Chip, you're copying Bugzy. Chip, you're copying Bugzy. In the name itself, it should look like it's not copying Bugzy. It says the return of Chip Tube. Okay, now Bugzy's episode thing came out yesterday. Okay, but you can see in the word being return of the Chip Tube, that return meaning that it's been here before. Okay, and you lot should clock that Chip hasn't done anything in a long time. I mean, in the last 5, 6, 7 years, hasn't done anything about the chip tube. Apparently, it was out around 2009 or 2010 times, okay? So, obviously, it was in the past. It doesn't mean that it's copying Bugzy. I guess that's a very, very awkward coincidence that the day that Bugzy does it, Chip does his one on the next consecutive day. That's a mad coincidence, okay? But he came up with 3 things. I was like, wow, like, these are really doing the after. No, when something happens, and you do the afterthoughts. Like, oh, so this is what happened. Now, the most things that we talked about yesterday was about Chip saying that Bugzy lied about there was a full conversation, okay? But what the content of it was lying, was where there's trouble, okay, where there was beef. Bugzy saying that, yo, for publicity. Chip said that, yo, look, I'm going to release my paper rhythm, okay, and then you can release your thing, but after that, that's it. I'm not going to reply anymore, okay? And Bugzy's like, yeah, cool. But the thing that made Chip reply, otherwise Chip wouldn't reply, but the thing that made Chip reply is because Bugzy went to Tottenham around 3 a.m. and made his music video, okay? Now, even I said this, and Chip picked up on it as well. You clock the distance between Manchester and North London. That's like 4 to 6 hours drive. Then I said that, yo, for someone to take a 46-hour drive to come to your neighborhood and perform a music track with like an army of man them or a armada of man them, it's a mad thing. And he picked up on that as well. Think about it. 50, 60 man in a squash car for those people are your real brethren then. 50, 60 man, what, no, 20 to 30 man on a fantastic National Express coach all the way to North London to a popular place in Tottenham, and just say that Chip said that, yo, out of everything, that is what made him reply, because he mocked it, okay? Even people on the streets were like, oh my gosh, who's this guy? Like, before this, I was like, oh yeah, Bugzy, just Chip, cussing Chip. But when Bugzy came to Tottenham, when Bugzy went to Tottenham, everyone was like, whoa, this nigga from Manchester came to North London and made a video about Chip. That's what made the whole thing explode, and that's what made Chip have to reply. That's what Mr. Chip said, you know what? This guy absolutely mocked it, and that's one of the things I've learned, okay? That's one of the things I've clocked from it, okay? Second thing I've clocked from it is that Chip made a good point when he said, what did he say? What did the man say? He said, look, most of Bugzy's fans are people, or some of Bugzy's fans are literally people that hate him. So it's not like they love Bugzy, they love his Bugzy, but they hate Chip. So they have a collective enemy. I've heard it like Bugzy, okay? They have a collective enemy, and that is Chip. And that's absolutely a sick point I didn't think of myself, okay? I think that's only 2 points that came out of that. Well, that's only the 2 biggest points that came out of that. And the third thing, how he mocked it in the intro, like, this guy, and before he said, no, I'm not on it anymore, I'm not on it. Now he's doing this thing. Now, this is going to spark something. It has to spark something. It has to spark a reply, fam. And I guess, but don't do a beef now. Do a beef when Dot Rotten and this one has finished. My head. When Dot Rotten and P Money one has finished, because like that'd be too much content for me to create at one time, boss. I'm gonna get a better headache. Like yesterday I released 4 videos. The day before I released 3, fam. 7 videos in 2 days. That's a better goal conversion rate than Messi. You know what I mean? Anyway, before I go, okay. And Chip was saying that 10 years ago, Bugzy wouldn't have survived. And to be honest, okay, what I've seen of Bugzy now, he probably wouldn't have survived. I mean, in the pirate radio times, in the way he just had to spit fast, it's true. And I guess everyone's different. Everyone's different, you know. People can't some people just can't survive in those kind of conditions. They can't survive. Obviously, Chip can, some rappers can, you know. People done it. P Money can, they've done it. They actually survived during that era, okay, and they did the thing during the era, okay. But Bugzy, And what I've seen so far, I don't want to be biased, but what I've seen from him so far, all his songs, even songs like San Andreas or songs, I think Bugzy more of a rapper than a grime MC. To be honest with you, I think he's more a rapper. I think he's better at rapping than grime MCing, but it is or it is. I mean, there's a little bit of division there, okay. And last thing, okay, when Chip was saying that, look, you cussed me for doing my pop song, you cussed me for doing the Oopsie Daisy, the pop thing, but you went and did something with my man, the song that Chip mocked, okay. That you and to be honest, okay, I never clocked that. I thought it was only Youngin that was cussing Chip about doing pop, okay. But now his last few songs have been pop. I'm not hearing him Youngin, okay, but you're doing pop. You be cussing about doing pop, and yet now you're gonna do your own pop. You'll do your own girl tunes. You cussing about doing girl tunes, but now you do your own girl tunes. Like for four times in a row now. I think he made one song that's not really pop, but bare songs. All for the girl them, okay? And apparently Bugzy been the same. I didn't even clock that to me. Maybe my eyes were just blurred, but he has, and you know, although his EP was a mix of grime and rapping with the singing, okay? To be honest, the Memory Lane was one of the best songs. Ooh. I feel that's one of his best songs on his album, on his EP, okay? But yeah, and apparently Bugzy hit #1 in the R&B or hip hop list chart. Sorry, he hit #1. He knocked off Jay-Z. Okay, so now Chip, make sure you beat this guy, because I'm telling you now, Chip, if you do not beat this guy, you will never hear the end of it. I'm telling you now, he's gonna trust me. Please, Chip, beat this guy. If you don't beat him, yeah, you never hear the end of it. Okay, I mean, I don't know who to believe. After I don't know. Someone's lying. Okay, and whoever's lying, okay, check your conscience, fam. You're the devil, fam. I don't know. I'm not going to who's lying. I know who I'm leaning closer towards, okay. But whoever's lying in this one, check your conscience, bro. You are the devil. How can you be making and fabricating lies like that? How? You're in a public scene. You go to big places. You're a big person. Because they're both big people now. You're a big person. You just make lies like that. May God forgive your soul. You know what I mean? And I'm a back here in that video. Just make lies like that. How do you just do that? Just lie through your teeth. That's a mouth. You talk to your mother with that mouth. You want to see that mouth? Just lie. Fam. Anyway, mess back here again with a video. Peace, love, and yeah.